Hey. Welcome to the Skinergy Squad podcast with your captain, Kristen Heath, and let's not forget head cheerleader, Cindy Grossman. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. Special day that is, for sure.
Look, I put the
And they
red lips
say,
on like Cindy
nice, I
Grossman.
like it. And I got my red top on and the red lipstick, of course. My eyes are a little red, but I was up early this morning, so it's okay.
You
But
look
yeah,
beautiful as always.
thank you. So do you. You look great.
And for those that are listening, happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
That's right. And a lot of people catch it later. Maybe they're out to dinner with their sweethearts or doing something great. Happy Valentine's Day, Tammy. Thanks for joining us. Terrific.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day. And Cassie, thanks for tuning in. Happy
Hello.
Valentine's Day. And if you haven't
Absolutely.
already, please make sure to like and subscribe us on YouTube. That lets us know that you like our content. And also we have on Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, the Skinergy Squad. We would be happy to have you there. And if you are in the Satellite Beach area, you can come and make an appointment with us in Satellite Beach.
George says I was with my sweetheart.
George, we're
said he
so
was
glad.
with his sweetheart. Happy Valentine's Day, Heather, Tracy. Wonderful. Funny. Terrific.
So
Nice.
let's kick it off.
Sounds good. So, how was the weekend?
Good. Let's think. I feel like it goes by so fast. Monday comes and the weekends. Whoop. Saturday I worked.
Okay.
Doing some facials. It was nice.
Nice.
And
Good
then Sunday was the big Super Bowl.
Yes.
We had fun.
Yes. Not to disappoint, that's for sure. A very close game. They had said that it would be. Little disappointed, Joey, but he's got years to go, so it was okay.
I never realized how young he looks.
The whole
I mean, I guess
team is
he's
that
young, so that like makes sense, but he looks young. So
very young.
yeah, no, I mean, it's always disappointing at the end when you see them like sad and I mean, they work so hard. That's like their thing, but someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. So I wasn't really, gung ho for any team, but obviously I wanted the Bengals to win if I had to choose of the two, but neither one of them was like my team. So,
but I did hear they had an amazing after party, and I know somebody told me somebody great appeared, and that person is on, so maybe she'll remind me who was the star that was at their after party for the Bengals. Maybe she'll remind me. Yeah.
Did you hear the story of the guy? I can't remember his name. I should have looked it up. He was on the LA Rams and he had a baby the same night.
You heard that. I didn't hear that, but I did hear somebody from the LA Rams propose to his girlfriend on the field that night.
No, the guy, his wife was having a baby the same night. So he like ran, like, not literally ran, but as soon as the game was over, he got in the car, got to the hospital, and she had their baby.
Oh, that's a
I know.
sweet story.
And then I saw the girl that got engaged and they were like, something like he's got more than one ring tonight or something funny like that. But it was sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. What did you think about those commercials?
I don't feel like anything really stood
out
that
worth
much.
6.5 million.
Right, that's true. But if you notice, NBC with their new Peacock, like their Netflix channel, was all over the place. Just crazy.
Yeah, and they got the point across that Law and Order is back.
Yeah,
I think I saw a ton of those commercials, and I never realized how many movies Like, I feel like the
Right.
commercials used to be a lot more, like, advertising for things as opposed
Well,
to movies, but
there still were some funny ones. And how, I guess the 6.5 million, not only that they do have to pay to NBC, but what about the movie stars that they have in all their commercials? I mean, they must have to pay them a pretty penny to come on a commercial, so that must
yeah.
cost them even more money. And then
Cindy is rocking the
because,
red dress, my beautiful, wonderful wife. Oh, I wonder who that's
aw,
from.
he's so funny. Happy Valentine's Day, Mitch.
Oh, you guys aren't together on Valentine's Day?
No, no, not this
Oh,
year.
not
Oh,
this
we
year.
saw each other this morning.
Good thing you guys will have the rest of your lives.
Yes, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But back to the
And then
commercials.
yes, and not only the commercials, what about the crowd? Every other movie star was in the crowd because it was in LA. I mean, that was pretty interesting. You saw J Lo and Ben Affleck, and then A
I
Rod
knew
is
that was going to be the
on.
first.
You you saw A Rod and on Instagram being like, "Hey, I'm here," and he of course
Do you
was with
think
The
they were
Rock and other
like,
people.
do you
Yeah.
think that their boxes were close to each other?
I don't think so, but A-Rod was getting some comments in his Instagram like, "Hey, I just saw J-Lo in the bathroom and she was looking for you." So, yeah, people are mean,
Do
mean,
you
mean, mean.
think that A-Rod still has the hots for her, or do you think she still has the hots for him, or no? Do
She
you think
ended
all
it.
this is hyped up?
She ended it. And he must think that how quick it was that she went off with Ben Affleck, that something must have been going on. Yeah,
Well, I know other women in my life that just move like that.
yeah, yeah.
Some people, when it's over, it's over, it's
That's right. Over and
on.
done. Next.
They made a show about
Absolutely.
that, just so you know.
They did?
But
What was the
yeah, it
name of
was
the
an
show?
MTV show called Next.
Oh,
And like a guy, I
oh,
feel like it was in like a van, not like a van, but like a tour bus style, I think. Like either the girls I think were in the van and like the guy was out or vice versa. And like one would come out of the van or bus, they would talk or go on like a little mini date and they would either say next or like they would choose for that to be the one that they wanted to date.
I don't
Next.
remember that. Yeah, well, I definitely don't remember that.
Yeah. I
That was
think it
not
was like on
something I
MTV.
watched.
Yeah, it wasn't anything great, so you didn't
Hmm.
miss anything.
No,
So what did you
no, I
think
don't think
about
so.
the halftime show?
Oh, I like the halftime show. Especially they kept it a secret, and one of my all-time favorites, 50 was in the house, 50 Cent. So that was good. I enjoyed that. That was great.
Did you notice when he came out, he was, like, hanging and dropped down? Do you know that
No,
that was from his music video?
really? No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know who
He was,
that
like,
Facebook
hanging
user is.
he was, like, hanging upside down, and I guess that's from the music video, the same thing. So what do you think about, Dr. Dre's performance, part of it?
I thought it was great, but like always, you're gonna have haters and you're gonna have people who love it. It's always you can't make everybody happy. You just
The only
can't.
thing that I thought was surprising I saw today was about Eminem, how I guess at the end he took a kneel. And I swear when he did it during the show while I'm watching, I saw it happen and I was like, maybe like when you're just like, oh, like all the emotion and you just like fall. I thought maybe he was just like, this is so much, so exciting, so thankful. He just like dropped down, or maybe I thought it was like a pose. I honestly didn't even think about it. And then I saw
Mm,
the reports this morning and I guess he mentioned it and they told him no, that's too much. And of course, he pushed the limits, but people were like, "Oh, that's Eminem, like that's what he's done his whole
right.
career." But I just feel
Exactly.
like if I
Yeah,
was
it
the people
was
that put on the show, I would just be like, "Come on, like can't you just you're older
Yeah.
now, like this is supposed to be a thing. And I was reading some comments that was actually really nice that like people were like, "Oh, like this wasn't my style of music, but it was very nice," and da 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 da. So I think that.
No, I think Mary J. Blige, she did an amazing job, really.
Do you
But
think her
it was,
song
I thought it
choice
was,
was good?
oh yes, yes. I liked it.
Okay.
She looked great. She's not like some other people who have done halftime shows where they can't act their age and just be graceful about things. She looked good. She's a very confident, strong woman, and I think it showed in her performance. She wasn't
So
trying to be something she's not.
do you think that they really sang, or do you think it was lip sung?
Oh yeah, I think they sang. Yeah. Why is it?
No, no, no. I just feel like that's always a conversation. Like people talk about is it lip sung or not?
Oh, I'd like to see other people's opinions out there who are listening. Do you think it's lip sync or is it live or I would hope it's live, you know? Hope
Yeah,
that.
I would like to think so as well.
Definitely.
And then what do you think
Yeah.
about Kendrick Lamar?
I wasn't so familiar, but my niece and nephew are big fans and I think he did a good job. He did a very good
Yeah,
job.
I don't know much about him either, but let me tell you, your niece was getting into it.
Yeah. She knows every word. My nephew too. Every word. Eminem songs. They're just, you know,
It was fun. My son liked it. He was
he was
dancing.
definitely bopping. He was bopping. Yeah, he liked 50 Cent. I saw him. His hands were like this. You should have
He did like a
videotaped
funny
it.
hand thing. I did
Yeah.
videotape it, but I didn't know if I
Oh, I
should
wish you
insert a
could
clip or
play
not.
it. You should. Do you have it? Can you? Or is it too
Yeah, I
late?
can. No, no, you talk about
Oh,
things and I'll pull the video clip
oh.
up.
People have to see that. He's just too cute. Too cute.
So he is super cute. So while I pull it up, you want to talk about our national, this is your thing. And while you
Yes.
do this,
Well, I
I'll
have
pull
to
up.
tell you, there are so many holidays we all seem to forget, and you're never going to believe it, but on the same day as Valentine's Day, it's National Impotence Day as well. Yes, you heard it here. National Impotence Day. It's Read
What
to Your
is that?
Child Day. Kristen, let's not get into it.
Okay.
Read to Your Child Day, Pet Theft Awareness Day, National Pet Theft Awareness Day, National Donor Day, National Ferris Wheel Day. We should have all went on a Ferris wheel today. Uh, One of my favorites, National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. That's perfect for Valentine's Day.
Wait, wait,
National
wait,
Clean
wait,
Out Your
wait. Pause.
Computer Day.
Say that last one again.
National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. Not donuts, chocolate.
Oh, so not like an eclair?
Oh, and this is one for someone I love. Library Lovers Day. Yay! International Book Giving Day. Another favorite.
You
And
should have
that's
given
just
him a
today.
book.
The guy gave him some chocolates and a dancing Snoopy. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh.
And believe it or not, that was only today. Tomorrow is National Wisconsin Day. Any Wisconsiners out there? It's World Hippo Day. Maybe we should all go to the Brevard Zoo tomorrow. It's Tourism Day tomorrow. And another big one for me, it's Susan B. Anthony Day for us ladies.
Oh.
Go Susie. She was
Those
special.
are those are a lot of days. I love that you keep us up to date with the holidays. And
Yeah,
I
you
do
oh,
have whenever
another good one. Another good one. Going off of Valentine's Day, tomorrow is Singles Awareness Day. Singles, yes. And you know what? It's been brought to our attention lately that we should do something for the singles out there. So, you know, we might be posting something for the singles. Maybe we'll be throwing a little get together. So, be
Yes,
on the lookout for that.
we've met quite a few single women, single ladies, and we were talking about possibly having like I don't know if you'd call it speed dating on here, but like, match up some, because I have a lot of women that I meet that are educated, they have good jobs, you know. We need men out there that are
Right.
equally, you
So
know.
yeah, everybody should think about that. If you know somebody, we are going to start doing something like that, trying to bring singles together. So if you know somebody and we know somebody, it's just in a very friendly atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yes. Were
So
you going to
let's
show us that tip?
before we move on, you guys, this is a clip. It's a minute long. I may not play the whole thing. Once in a lifetime, you see it here. Clip of my son at the halftime show. Hopefully we don't get like banned for like playing the music in the background. I didn't think about that, but
Oh,
I'm sure we'll find out about that later. So
right.
here you go, guys, if you ready.
Oh, you're supposed to move. Go. Yeah, go ahead. Let me see this. Hi. Oh, it's Mary.
That's
Mary,
50
Twenty
Cent.
Prairie.
That's 50 Cent.
What? That's who?
50 Cent.
Fitty. That's Fitty. That's Fitty, man. Fitty. That came for $1. They need Fitty. I said 60.
Okay.
Oh, too cute. He's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Go, Sebastian. Yeah. Oh,
Aw.
he's so
Yeah,
sweet.
guys, so
He
that
loves
was
to dance.
Sebastian
He
enjoy.
loves music. Yes. Enjoying 50 Cent on Super Bowl. Absolutely. So
Yes.
cute.
I don't know if he gets his dance moves from me, but there
Maybe.
he goes.
Yeah.
So, well, that
So
was
funny.
great. The Super Bowl. Who is the
Yes.
comedian with the running commentary? Which one? You mean the one that said I call that 60? Anyways, the video
We
was
had a
not
few
recorded with
comedians. Yeah. We had a few
Cindy, don't forget to
comedians.
tell you
What? Cindy, don't
read the
forget. Tell my YouTube channel. Oh, Dancing Helena. She's doing something with her YouTube channel too.
Oh,
Dancing
nice.
Helena. Yes.
Heather, I'm
Yes,
glad you
yes, yes.
enjoyed. So,
Oh, I know.
oh my gosh, I'm glad he's not old enough to know like how embarrassing I am already. So,
Oh,
but we have today is Valentine's Day, and for those who care about Valentine's Day, but it's also a day to talk about love. I think it just brings, awareness. Whether you like it or not, people are going to talk about it, people are going to say it, you know. So I think that we wanted to talk about the 3 love theories, right?
right. And I didn't know about this until you brought it to my attention, but it's real. It is, I mean, I feel like I've experienced the three theories of love, so I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks. Yes.
So
Yes.
the first, yes, the first love that they talk about is kind of the young love that, sometimes people experience in, high school, even like elementary school. It's that love that you think like, oh, you see in the movies and that's what it's going to be. Um, what do you think about that first love?
Yeah, I think it's what we're told in storybooks and that whole dream kind of sequence on what your first love's going to be. It's really like a fairy tale. What was that?
Yeah. No, I clicked on the wrong thing, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
it's that love that you don't really know that you think it's in love, and you may, like, later on look back and be like, oh, I wasn't in love. But it was love for what you knew love to be at that time. Do you remember
Possibly.
your first love?
I started to think about that, and yeah, maybe, maybe. I
For
have
me,
no
my
idea
first Where's Getty?
who's Getty. I don't know.
I was
Where's
thinking about
Getty?
it as we were talking about it, or as I was thinking about it. And like my first love, definitely, it was that high school love. And we were like inseparable. But it was like, now that you're like older, you think about it, and it's like, oh goodness, like where your whole lives revolve around each other. And especially when I
Right.
was young and in high school, like before I had a car, so I was like very dependent upon him, and he was like older, and so it was just like I was so infatuated. It was like I was reading about also like the Greeks and the different types of love, and that's called like the eros love, the like infatuation, the falling in love. Sometimes they call it like lust. But
Mm,
definitely now looking back on it, it isn't that like deep, meaningful. Like I know
right,
now that it would never have worked out, and you can look at like why it wouldn't have worked out.
right. But at the time, nobody could tell you that. Like you were
No.
just in this cloud nine and you were just floating and loving every minute of it. Absolutely. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you grew apart. Well, you were 17, 18 years old. Yes, you're obviously going to grow, but things happen and you
Hmm.
do move on. I mean, that's kind of a natural thing. And
And it's
looking back,
hard.
yeah, looking back,
No,
I
go ahead.
mean, first love, yeah, I think so. I was probably like around 19. I went on a singles weekend up to, you know, we have the Catskills in New York, and I met somebody who was totally different than what I had ever met. And, he kind of did a little sweeping me off my feet. And, but again, it didn't last. I don't know. Maybe I had a one-track mind and knew what I wanted, and that was like over and done with, and I moved on quickly. So I don't know. I think it
Yeah.
also depends on the person. Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like everybody, and then what I was reading about these different theories of love is I feel they said that like everybody needs to kind of experience these types, everybody should be in these types of love. So if you've been in that first kind of love, or maybe you're in it now and you don't realize it and you're listening to this, it's like, it's not like, oh, I got to break up. This is my first love. I got to experience the other two. I sometimes was thinking, like, I wonder if you can experience these different kinds of love with the same person, like maybe one or two of these with the same person. Because that
It
leads
might
into like
be.
the second love. They say that the second love is the hard one, that it's I'm gonna read what it kind of says. Oh, somebody said that their first love was on a blind date, but they say that the
Oh,
second love is the hard one. You get hurt in this love. This love teaches us lessons and makes us stronger. Love includes great pain, lies, betrayal, drama, and can have damage. But this is the one where we grow. We realize what we love about love and what we don't love about love. And now you know the difference between good and bad.
right.
Sometimes in this love you become closed, careful, cautious. You know exactly what you want and don't want. So do you feel like you have gone through that second?
Yes, and it also mentioned something about self-doubt. You
Yeah.
start doubting yourself, and you get these feelings of jealousy and a bit of fear, and then ultimately it is the heartbreak. It is that type of a love affair. So have I been there? Yeah, I've been there. But one thing we have to realize, and I've realized this through my relationships over the years that sometimes it's not that it's a heartbreak. For me, at times it was the disappointment. You create this picture in your head and the future is going to be wonderful and it's everything's going to be great, and then you realize that person is not for you. They're not who they also created themselves to be in your mind, and it's the disappointment when it's over and there is no future. And as much as you try to figure out how you want him or her to be in your future, it's not going to work. And that's the hurt. That's the disappointment. Well, why didn't it work out? What did I do? And
Yeah,
then
and
you
that's where
kind of
you talk
have
about
that
the doubt.
self-doubt. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think people stay in this second love a lot longer because of that. They feel like they had that first love, and now they're like on to the second, and they're like, I'm going to put everything into this love, and this is going to be, where you take those vows. And people stay in not good situations because they feel like, I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of it, where um I can't think of it. But they just feel like they have to, whether it's
Right.
pressure from other people, whether
Yeah. They're
it's,
stuck.
pressure.
They're stuck. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Tammy just brought up a perfect thing, expectations. It's true. You put so much pressure on yourself and on the other person that you have so many expectations of them and how this relationship is going to go and where it's going to go, and the two of you together are just going to have this amazing time together, and a lot of times it doesn't work out. And when we talk about expectations, I posted it today, my last radio show. I actually had my parents on. They're married 58 years. They celebrated over 60 Valentine's Day together. And one of the things that they talk about on the show is you have to love the person and accept the person for who they are. And I mean, we're talking 58 years of marriage. They certainly accept each other for who they are. And they talked about it on the show, and that you have to have a friendship, you have to really like each other at the end of the day. So I mean, that's to me, that's a love affair. But I know you have some other theories to go over.
Oh, so then there's the third one, and this is the love. I'll read what it says. That this is the one that comes blindly, no warning. It creeps up on you silently. You don't go looking for this love. It comes to you. You can put up any wall you want and it will be broken down. You'll find yourself caring about that person without trying. They look nothing like maybe what you envision love to be. You see beauty in their imperfections. You hide nothing from them, and you want the forever with them, and you thank the universe for them. So,
That's true. That certainly happened to me. Yes. And one other
aw.
important thing, it's unconditional love. Unconditional love, which is important. And at a certain stage, I guess maybe you do have to go through the other two types of love to get to this, but it's feeling at home, not trying to be somebody you're not, really feeling comfortable with that person and being able to be relaxed and truly be yourself with that person. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, I definitely think, like I said, my first love was definitely my high school. And I think with the second, where it talks about the second one, where you go through, it's hard. I think when I was married, for those that don't know. But when I was married, I thought it was that forever love, and we definitely went through hard times. And I've read something. I was listening. Who was I listening to? I think I was listening to Joe Rogan. I don't know if you know who that is, but he has like a podcast. And he was saying, like, people have jobs and they leave jobs and they bounce back from jobs. But, divorce is one of those things that can like really break a person. And I think that I was fortunate enough to have, lots of people around me, and I didn't stay in that forever. I didn't have any crazy. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have any like, crazy betrayal or drama or all that. But I definitely felt like for a little while, like I needed to stay in this. It's almost like that ideal love, where you have the house and the jobs and you want to have a family and all that. But so I definitely feel like I'm at the part where I want that third love, the one that's unconditional and sweeps you off your feet type of thing, right?
Right. And another important thing is there's no games in that one. Everybody's always trying to play games, head games with each other, it's kind of like hit or miss and tit for tat and that whole thing. When you find the right one, it's everything's out the window. You really truly come together. You want to be together, you like each other, you want to be each other's best friends. So
And I
I
feel like
certainly know
what it
what
says
that's.
is, oh, I feel like when I read that, it was so like, wow. Like when it says like you'll try to put up walls or like it isn't going to be right. And I know like when you found the love of your life, there was distance involved, there were jobs involved, and you definitely,
Oh
made it
yeah.
happen. And it's like, do you feel like when you know, you know?
Yes. And it's true what they say, love conquers all. It really does. When you really meet that one that just makes your life wonderful, I think you do know. And I'm not talking about, oh, I met this guy and he completes me. No, nothing like that. You complete yourself. When you meet the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams or, whatever it entails, you do know. It's a really happy time. And I think deep in your heart, you're so content that it's just something that really makes sense. And yeah, that is what happened to me.
And the reason why I think, and I was wondering about how if you can go through these types of love with the same person, because there are those people that have been together forever. Like your parents are a great example. When I listened on your radio
Right,
show, they've been together since they were very young. But I bet if you
right.
asked either one of them, or you're their daughter, I bet they went through times that were hard and there were lessons that were to be learned and there maybe was pain and things like that. And they chose to take that and kind of move on to that third, phase of
Oh,
love.
absolutely. Sure.
So I definitely feel like you can maybe go through, aw, as Tracy says, I love unconditionally. Yes, that fourth love, that third love is that unconditional love. So,
Yes, for sure.
what would you say? Because you have lots of life experience. What would you say to somebody that maybe is single and feels like they've tried and they just can't get it right? I have
You can't give
girlfriends
up.
that
You can't. You can't give up. You can't. You just never can. I was on dating sites for like close to 30 years. I mean, come on. I hear all
30?
the
No
time,
way. Nobody's gonna believe
30
that.
years. No, well, it's true. It is true. On and off for 30 years, I was on single sites. Don't forget, I was in New York, then I left New York, I came to Florida. I made the rounds and you want to meet that right person. And I never gave up. And another thing, don't have a chip on your shoulder. Don't, and take every experience for what it is and be happy that you went through it and don't carry it with you. Because that's what I used to date a lot and go on the websites and we'd meet it for a drink or we'd go for a light dinner because I had a lot of rules with that. Um, they would all say, "Oh, you're such a pleasure to talk to. You're not mean. You're not nasty. You don't have a chip on your shoulder." No, because you can't be like that. You have to be welcoming. In order to want love, you have to be willing to accept it and be very welcoming towards that. You can't be nasty and right away turn somebody off, and they'll never want to be with you. Never. Who would want to be that way? Never. Yeah.
I'm still
I
stuck
should
on
give a
the fact
course
that it
on
was
that.
30,
I should
30
give a
years.
course on that.
Listen, when we
I
have
should
our
give a
little
course
singles
on that.
thing,
I'll
when we
give a
have
course. Definitely.
our singles, they could definitely
Yeah,
take a course in that. We'll have to
for
do some
sure.
Skinergy squad speed dating.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Yeah. And again, no pressure, no expectations. Come out, meet, and oh, come out and meet and be friendly. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You meet a new friend, you meet, somebody. Now I know who's saying rabbi's story. That has to be my husband. I had a rabbi in Palm Beach, and there's this, I guess, myth in Jewish history and in Judaism that um, after you're actually conceived, within 7 days, your God has it meant to be that you will meet your soulmate, and they already, it's already meant that you're going to meet your soulmate within the 7 days. So I would go once a week and I would talk to my rabbi, and he'd give great classes. And he would always say to me, "You're going to meet, you're going to meet, you're going to meet." We have a word, it's called your bershet, like your soulmate. That's how you say it. And I would say to him, "Yeah, but Rabbi, when? It's time. Bring him on. Where is he?" And he would always tell me, "Be patient, be patient. He will come." And you know what? He did show up. You know, so you can never give up, though. Definitely not.
So
And
you
like
believe
Tammy
that
says,
everybody has, yes,
oh,
Tammy.
absolutely. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Absolutely. Respect, kindness. Absolutely. Very important. Yeah, I do believe there is a soulmate for everyone. But again, you have to be willing and open to find that. If you shut down and say, "No, I don't want to date, I don't want to meet anybody," then that'll be it. Unfortunately, he's not coming knocking on your door.
So
I
what
mean,
happens
unless
if the
he's a
one that's meant
repairman,
for you
but
what happens if the one that's meant for you is stuck in that second love?
that's hard. That is hard. Yeah, that is hard.
Because I wonder,
But
I
if
think about that. Like, I have my, my lovely mom who's been single a long time.
yes,
And I like always wonder because I think she's like to the point where she's been single for so long, you get so used to like your own
right,
routine. You don't have to
sure,
answer to anybody, any of that. But I always wonder like if we're at like the grocery store or wherever, like I wonder, that guy walking by, that could be the one. But
that's right.
now
It
she's so
could be.
focused on her grandchildren and I keep her
Oh,
busy. But they
that's right.
say Drake has a famous line. I hope I don't mess it up. Something like nobody wants to be 70 and alone, you know?
Right. Sure. That's right. Nobody does. Nobody wants to be alone.
But
Yeah,
it's not a
like I
problem.
said, no, I'm not even talking about that. It could be just for companionship, just somebody to go for dinner, somebody to go to a movie. It's just, companionship, having someone, somebody, you wake up in the morning, you want to say good morning to, somebody at night, the last person you say good night to.
You're
It's just,
blessed to me. You have a lot of people
yeah,
that bother the heck out of you.
it's okay.
Thank God Mitch is okay and lets all your friends call you and
Of
bug
course,
you.
he's good. Yeah. As long as he gets his nice shake in the morning, or now Cassie made him this new type of breakfast. I heard he loved it this morning, so he's
What was
excited.
it?
She should share it. Maybe she'll put it on the chat. It's great. It's whole oats with like a sugar-free pudding, and you leave it overnight, and it's delicious, and it's dense, so it's very filling, and it's
Oh, are
it's
they
really
called
no calories.
overnight oats?
Overnight oats, yeah, it might be. Maybe she'll put it in the chat for us. She'll
Did
tell
she
us
make
about it.
him a few extra for like
Yeah,
tomorrow?
she made him a few extra. Yeah,
Aww, that's so
yeah.
sweet.
We
But
took
I did
care
want
of
to
him.
mention, because we were talking about being alone, that I don't think that there's a problem with being alone. I also know
No,
people that, yes, Cassie said overnight oats. You're a little late to the party, Cindy. I'm sure Cassie's known about this for a while. But yes, they're very yummy. You can add different things to them, like berries or this or that. But back to being
delicious.
alone. I know people that are maybe, in their 20s and they have friends that are married or in long relationships and they feel like there's something wrong and that they're not. And I think that you could give good advice because obviously you waited till you were in your late 30s to get married. And so I'm sure you've gone through
Late
times where you
30s. Try late 40s.
oh, late 40s.
Late
To
40s.
get married. So I'm sure you went through the times where your friends were married, your friends are having kids, and how do you deal with the pressure? Today's Valentine's Day, and I'm sure there's people that didn't get a happy Valentine's Day, or maybe it's a couple years now that they haven't had a Valentine. Like, what would you say
You
to
know,
keep?
another thing, I had my work and I was very involved with my work. So, I mean, that took up a lot of my time. And I think I put all my energy into those things. Of course, my family is very important to me. So that, you know, kept me busy with that. I think you have to have great friends. You have to have, a great support system, whether it's family, grandchildren, children, sisters, brothers, mom, dad. But I mean, like I said before, I never felt I needed a man to complete my life. I was doing great, I was doing okay. It's just something very special to have, and I realize that now. That's why the love affair that I have right now truly falls into that last third category, that love theory. It's very
And
true.
I think
Very
as someone
true.
who's not married on a Valentine's Day like today, I think it's also a reminder that, because like I said, whether you care or don't care, it's around us. You turn on the radio, you turn the TV, you walk into a store, you're going to see Valentine's stuff, okay? So for those people that are like, it is okay if you don't care about the holiday, but it's a reminder. It will be in your head. Your phone tells you. My phone woke up this morning and told me Happy Valentine's Day. My Snapchat, Facebook. So, but it also can be a reminder to love ourselves. So today, I had a great day of loving myself. I went and got new nails. I
Nice.
cleaned, which some people may not like that, but to me, cleaning the house when there's nobody here and I get to enjoy it just for a moment before my son ruins it. But I made a coffee at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, these are little silly things that make me happy. And so on a day like today, maybe you don't have a Valentine, or, remind yourself to love yourself. Run that nice bath that you maybe don't take very often, or take an extra 10 minutes in the shower, or, I don't know. And I was talking to a friend today, and he's talking about,
Excuse
you
me.
okay? He was talking about getting his wife flowers on the way home from work. And he's also one of those, Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. And I said, if you're going to get something that dies so quickly, get something like food or coffee, or maybe put gas in her car, at least if it runs out. Like, flowers will die in a
Right.
week. Food will be gone as soon as you eat it. At least it will, serve a second purpose, meaning, fill somebody up.
Right.
They don't have to cook a meal, or it was just a
Right.
funny little laughter thing. But
It's true.
so definitely. I'm glad that we
Yeah.
get to spend Valentine's Day this short period of time. And I'm glad the people that are tuning in and commenting, we definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to listen
Yes.
to us. And even if you don't listen to it on Valentine's Day, we appreciate you always tuning in and supporting us. Right? How did your pool?
Sorry.
Do you want me to mute you so you can cough over there?
Yes, please do that.
Okay, I'll mute you. Okay, guys, it's just us. Kristen here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about with Valentine's Day chocolate, and I have this new chocolate facial stuff. So if you're in the area and you like beautiful skin, I have this. It's a mask that I put on, and I used it. Like I said, I worked on Saturday with a lady, and I put it on her face, and I swear she kept like licking her lips. And I'm like, I asked her if she needed some moisturizer for her lips, and she's like, no, it just smells so good. It's like a brownie on your face, but it's really great for aging. It's great for moisture, and I put a serum underneath it so it soaks right into your skin. So if any of you guys are in the Brevard County Satellite Beach area, me and Cindy would love for you guys to come. Make sure you make an appointment. We're appointments only, and come and see us. And yeah, so I think she's back from coughing.
sorry.
I did a little blurb. I don't know if you got to hear about my chocolate
Yes,
mask.
that's great.
So you'll
That
have to
sounds
give
great.
you a little sample of it. So
Everybody loves chocolate.
what's your favorite type of chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Wait, let me guess. Oh, I was gonna say milk chocolate with caramel on the inside.
Yes, I do like that.
I know we have them in our office, and those are the only ones that are missing.
Guilty.
No. Well, we can wrap it up early tonight. Let people enjoy their Valentine's and enjoy their
Absolutely.
evening. Maybe just have an early night tonight. I think Super Bowl was a little late, the baby.
Right.
He was so tired today. He did not want to get up
Oh,
this morning. Not that he stayed up for the whole game, but just the whole off the schedule. So, but we appreciate everybody. And like I said, please like our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook in our squad, we appreciate you being part of the squad. And anything, Cindy, you want to add?
no, I think that's it. But be on the lookout. We are going to do something for singles for sure.
Thank you, Maxine. If you need good cookies. Maxine's cookies look so good. You had such cute designs for Valentine's Day, definitely.
Super Bowl, Valentine's Day, any occasion.
Yes.
Definitely.
And thank you, Cassie, for watching, Tammy for watching, Tracy for watching. We appreciate everybody's support. And yes, I definitely think that we should do something fun for single. Oh yeah, George, Mitch, can't forget Mitch, of course. Helena.
For sure.
But yeah, we'll definitely, we're always up for something fun. Heather, yes.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
for the singles.
It will be a good time.
So if you're single.
And again, no expectation. Right. If you're single and you're looking, let us know and we'll make note
Not
of the
that
ladies
either one of us are looking, but we
Right.
will keep you in mind for when we do something. And
Right.
not just women, men too. And I think I need to we'll put something together, but we're
Definitely.
excited.
And the gentleman on this podcast can reach out to a lot of single friends and talk it up for us. But we should do something.
I was thinking about it. My wheels are always turning. And I was like, I have a friend who works at Harris. And I was gonna ask about do they have like a little bulletin or something? Because like I said, the women that I know have good jobs and even the men, like if I'm hooking up, I want people to be in it for the right reasons. Because I mean, you can know if you're looking for a booty call or something, there's Tinder for that. We're here for the long haul, right?
Connections, true connections.
Skinergy squad speed dating.
Nice, I like it.
We got to get a whistle. Next.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun for sure.
Definitely. So guys, stay tuned. We will be back next Monday. What time, Cindy?
8 o'clock.
8 p.m. And Monday, we will see you guys. So we hope you have a great evening.
And a great week.
Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.